Welcome back to my channel at The Movie Optimist, where I try and find the silver linings in even the worst of films. Today, while I was at work, the newest trailer for Project Hail Mary dropped, starring Ryan Gosling, and it's actually from the same writer of The Martian, starring Matt Damon. Now, I didn't read the book. I know that a lot of people really love this book, but the only thing I really know about it is the stuff that I heard on the John Campea show and how much they talked about how wonderful the presentation they got at CinemaCon for it was. And outside of that, and like a loose description of the story, I don't really know much. I know it's Ryan Gosling having to go up into space to try and figure out what this thing is that's destroying planets from the inside out, and he meets an alien. They openly talked about on there how they think that this is going to be a two-horse race at the Oscars between this and The Odyssey, and the fact that they're saying that this movie is an Oscar-worthy level film, I am intrigued because I'm just so used to Ryan Gosling being in these blockbusters now and not these like Oscar-worthy movies. And it's also done by Lord and Miller, who did the 21 and 22 Jump Street films. So I'm just really excited to see what this is going to be about and why everyone thinks that it's so Oscar-worthy. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the trailer.
Please state your name.
Ryland Grace. I just woke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut.
If you don't go, you die. With the rest of us.
The sun is dying.
You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I'm just
What a ridiculous outfit.
Cleveland Middle.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us.
This is Project Hail Mary.
The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor, except one.
Why?
Which is why we built a ship to go there and find out.
It's 11.9 light years away. The astronauts die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary.
Hey.
What on earth is gonna
So it's a suicide mission. That sucks.
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct.
You'll find a solution.
You are my solution.
I put the not an astronaut. I've never done anything. I've never done a space. I can't even moonwalk.
Was it a comedy?
I understand the stakes. I do. My place is in the classroom.
The world is counting on you.
This might be very hard for you to understand. But some people are not good at things.
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
I conquered Zero G.
I feel like he's kind of just playing the same person he was playing in The Fall Guy. Like that sense of humor,
Approaching.
which I love because that's my favorite movie of last year. What the hell is that? Is this a spaceship? Is that an alien spaceship? Yep.
So I met an alien. Not growing on me. At least not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while.
Agreed.
I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up. Nope, that's thumbs down. We do the thumbs up. It's close enough.
Okay, I definitely was not expecting that based off of what everybody said this movie is. Apparently this movie is really riddled with dread because the planet's dying, and it's a super extraterrestrial-like film where you're supposed to feel the wonder that you felt watching E.T. or the wonder that you felt while watching the scene in Jurassic Park where they reveal the dinosaurs for the first time. Like, it's supposed to be dreadful and also filled with wonder. And I mean, I get it. Like, he meets an alien, so I'm sure we're gonna get that, but you don't really get a sense of that in the trailer. The trailer focuses a lot on the comedy, which it looks like a Lord and Miller film based off the comedy, and Ryan Gosling seems like he's playing the role that I love him the most in, which is like the action hero with the quippy one-liners. His sense of humor is pulled directly from the Fall Guy in this, but I'm not seeing Oscar-worthy potential. But at the same time, this is probably like the first third of the film, and I'm sure they're going to get into a lot of stuff that they're not spoiling in the trailer. I just wish they leaned more on the awe and wonder of it, and maybe set the stakes a little bit higher. Like, I get it, the planet's dying, and if he doesn't do this, everyone's going to die, but they don't lean into just how dire it is for him to complete this mission. They leaned into the comedy, so you kind of take all the weight out of the severity of this mission. And look, am I going to see it? Yeah, but that's also because I see everything. This movie to me kind of looked, at least based off the trailer, which isn't fair because they're trying to tell a 3-hour story in a 3-minute trailer, so they got to lean with their foot forward, but you don't get a second chance at a first impression. My first impression is we just got this on Netflix with Adam Sandler in that Spaceman movie where he meets like a space spider and they become friends while he goes through his like midlife crisis. It kind of just seems like that, but with greater stakes. So I'm just feeling a sense of like samey. Like I feel like I've seen something like this already. But again, I didn't read the book, and I'm sure a bunch of people that read the book are screaming at me through their phone or their monitor right now saying I have no idea what I'm talking about. And that's fair. I admit I don't know exactly what happens in this and just how much the movie itself is going to lean into this serious tone. Maybe they put all the comedy in the trailer and everything else in the film is dead serious, and it makes you think and it asks these philosophical questions. I don't know. I think the movie is going to be awesome. I love the cast. I love the brief description that I learned about it on the John Campea show, and then reading just a little bit up on the book, and everyone on the planet that's read this book said it's one of the greatest science fiction stories ever told. So I'm excited for it, but the trailer didn't do anything to get me more excited. If anything, it left me feeling a little underwhelmed. But yeah, that's just my initial thoughts on this trailer. I'm excited to see it. It's not a great trailer, but what did you guys think? Did you love this trailer? Did you love that they focus on the comedy of it, or are you like me where you wish they leaned more into the seriousness of it? Let's talk about it down below, and as always guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time.